Pretty much any institution that has cross-border investments will at one point have to think about cross-border tax implications, and that would be withholding tax or operational tax implications, and that could be the filing obligations or the actual tax impact and the transactional tax implications. So what GlowTrack does is it gives you a really simple application which allows you to look at the tax implications across, at the moment, 80 jurisdictions. So that allows a lot of our clients to look at the potential tax implications. So that would be the withholding tax rates for dividends, interest that's derived from different types of bonds or loans, and the potential withholding tax rates associated with royalty payments. And we also have a little look at the transactional taxes for each jurisdiction and whether or not there's any relief dependent on the particular entity that we're looking at. Say for example, we've got a Canadian client and they are investing in Hong Kong or the US. Without GlowTrack or without any other knowledge of withholding tax and operational taxes, essentially they could be hit with tax implications as a result of distributions or even on the ground locally. So what GlowTrack does is it allows you to have a look at the tax implications and assess whether or not there's anything that you can do in advance of entering a market, or even after you've entered, what you can do to remediate the position. GlowTrack's really good because we utilise the member firms, and what we do is we're always monitoring the changes throughout all these jurisdictions, and we try to update it on a real-time basis utilising our network. What we also do is once we're aware of potential change, we get that updated into our newsletter, which is issued out every 2 weeks to all of our clients and users of GlowTrack, which tells them these are the changes that have just come in place, and also these are the changes that we are aware of that will be coming into place from this date onwards. They could also utilise our help desk, which is complimentary, and it allows them to speak to our team where we are the central hub and we have access to all of our network to say, I've heard about this change in X country, I'm just conscious that it may impact my investments, and we are able to offer that expertise and advice. Tax is never going to change, it's always going to be there, it's always going to be evolving. There may be a bit more streamlining in terms of you might see some consistencies between countries, but in essence, there's always going to be a change somewhere. So as long as you've got cross-border investments, you're always going to have to think about withholding and operational taxes. And the next big thing is really making sure that we capture as many markets as possible and trying to be less reactive but more proactive. So the more that people start to think about what I need to consider before investing, the better.